EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to uptown Charlotte and rain-soaked Bank of America Stadium. Just a moment ago, the lights, the cameras, the action, all the pyrotechnics, everything was ablaze, everything was allowed here in Bank of America Stadium as Carolina emerged from their tunnel. And we are ready to go as the Panthers get set to match up with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. Oh, a nice spin. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
What's that? 180.
Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. Room to run past midfield. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
And a short gain down to about the 33. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Gerald McCoy is always going to be linked with Ndamukong Suh. They came into the NFL in the same draft class. There was a lot of debate about who was going to be the better defensive tackle. They just do it two different ways. McCoy, more movement, more elusiveness. That allowed him to make the play there for a short gain.
Here's Newton. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Brian Orakpo in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Newton. This one complete to Devin Funchess. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Come on.
On second down, McCaffrey. Oh, he shoots past him. Oh, now he bowls him over. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
This will be caught at about the 5. 3 yards is the gain that time, 2nd and goal.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, it was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Now the Panthers get set, 3rd and goal.
And the defense has to account for Cam Newton on this play.
Now Newton. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. Able to hold him to just 2 yards, and now it's 4th and goal.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
4th down, and here's Graham Gano now in the field goal unit for the Panthers. And that is no good. He pulled it just a bit, just a wee bit wide left. And this will remain a scoreless game. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, and you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one. I don't think anyone got a finger on it. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. And now a carry here for Orleans Darkwa. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Second down, Winston. Over the middle, he finds Godwin complete. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Let's go. It's time to play.
First carry now for the rookie from SC. It's Ronald Jones. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Strong start by this defense. 3rd and short, they go with a run. Stonewalled for no gain.
I played for a guy who always talked about setting tones and meeting force with force. That felt like it on that play, didn't it? And they met it in a big way and won. What a great job by the defense.
Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board.
A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Chris Conte. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
Let's go. It's time to play. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
Following the interception, Winston. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he gets it down to the 32. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. On second down, it's Jones. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Hey, let's go.
A first down throw for Winston. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Dontari Poe able to swap him from that defensive tackle spot for a loss of 5. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Now Jameis on second down. Looking for Godwin, and he's got it complete. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Let's go. It's time to play.
On third down, Winston. Howard has the first down and then some. And he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
First time into the red zone for the Buccaneers. They've got a 1st and goal to go at the 7. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll make it 2nd and goal. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. He's going to get it running right, and that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down. They've been stuffed twice here for losses. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Wait. Ready. Black, 22.
Here's Jones. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Now I would be surprised if they go for it. 3 points is not ideal. It's not what they want, but it's still only the first half. Take the 3 points and move on.
And Catanzaro's kick is right through, and the Bucs take a 3-0 lead. So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal.
So maybe now the mentality changes in this game, because anytime you can get to the red zone, and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 27. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And he had a nice play there from his free safety position to hold him to nothing.
And, Brandon, remember when the free safety was always back away from the line of scrimmage?
That's changed.
But, has that changed in a big way? The way we see it now, they're almost mirrors between the free safety and the strong safety. One will be up, one will be back, or sometimes both will be in the same spot. On that play, the free safety was there, no gain.
To throw on second down is Newton. Fences with a catch over the middle. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Now a first down throw for Newton. Over the middle, complete. That's more. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. This guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuck that one by the line of scrimmage.
He'll drop it off to McCaffrey. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. It'll be a gain of 4. And they're going to face a 3rd down.
On the ball, on the ball, on the ball, on the ball.
From the gun, here's Newton. Got his target, Samuel. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. 23 yards on the play. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Looking inside, that's caught by Moore. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, waits for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back with more from Charlotte after this. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
But this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
So that's one you almost never see at this level, a wobbler from very short range, and it winds up no good.
All right, Brandon, if he slipped or someone got a hand on it, then I could understand it, but it's almost like he heard a whistle or something that stopped his swing. A very strange result, especially for an NFL kicker.
First down, Winston. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Mario Addison. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Let's go now. Hey, sub. Let's go. It's time to play. Let's go.
Working out of the gun, Winston. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Julius Peppers. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Brian Anger now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Taken right around the 44. The 48-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Panthers will take over in terrific field position. Carolina getting set to take the field. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Kendall Beckwith, he's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Just beating the play clock is Newton. He's going to let this one go deep. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore as the first half is winding down. And the Panthers strike quickly here for 6 points. Always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Gano out to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Jameis now on first down. Looking deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The safety, Ross Cockrell, there to knock that one away. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. A second down throw for Winston. He's going to fire one, and he fires one that's intercepted. Gets by Kevon Seymour. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. A final shot before the break. Newton. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This to equal Matt Prater's record. It's a 64-yard attempt. That's on target, but it's no good. He had it on line, but it came up just shy of the crossbar. So it's halftime here in Charlotte with the Panthers out on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Now it's Adam Humphries on the return. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Around the NFL, a game going on in Washington. And the Falcons have opened up the lead there to a couple of scores. And we'll try and keep you updated on those events and others around the league as we continue through this one. Winston and the Bucs take over now 1st and 10 at about the 32. The second half starts with a carry by Jones. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Again, it's Jones. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Winston from the gun on 3rd down. He's got Evans. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. That one goes for 24 yards. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43. Winston now to throw on 1st down. From the right, and that's complete. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now a 2nd down throw for Winston. To the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. He'll get a couple yards on that one. And that'll make it 3rd and 1. Get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. He'll grab 3 yards on the play, taking it himself for the 1st down.
Let's go.
Now Darkwa. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Tackle made by K1 Short.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
To throw, Winston. Flushed out right. And an alley to run. For a big guy, Jameis sure can move. Did a nice job there picking up the first down with his legs. He is tough to bring down, Jameis Winston. Charles, I remember calling a baseball game of his. He played baseball at Florida State, too. And you saw his legs, tree trunks sprayed in to those baseball pants. I said, how could anybody bring this guy down?
And that's part of the beauty of his game because he has that toughness, that thick body. He may not beat you sprinting, but he's real sharp with his mind, and he knows how to get away from people.
Winston now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. They'll run with Darko. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. They'll pitch it out to Jones. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
Well, close game, second half. You obviously hate to leave 3 out on the field.
Especially in a game like this when you know points are hard to come by. That was one of their best opportunities so far, and they come away with nothing.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 27. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. On 1st and 10, Newton. Flush away. He can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Brian Arakpo in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Here's Newton now on 2nd down. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's more. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. The Panthers on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Let's go, D.
To throw is Newton. He's got his target. That's Moore. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at about the 32. Winston now after the fumble recovery. Out to the left there and complete to Howard. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a 1st down. Jameis now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he's going to take this one down inside the 45. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Let's go. It's time to play. Green, triple C.
Second down, Winston. He rifles one that's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. The 20, 10, and he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Gano now to add the extra point. Whoa! He just yanked that one well to the left and no good. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This one taken from the 7. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And all the way down to the 35. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 45 yards.
Let's go now. Let's
So
go.
from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. And they try to sweep to Jones. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Hey, let's get a conversion. Hey, sub. Let's go. Let's go. Green, triple C. Green, triple C.
Here's Winston. Forced out to his left. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, That puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a two-possession game. It is a two-possession game at this stage in the fourth. They needed points out of that drop.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And he'll be dropped at the 30. But a shifty move got him a couple extra on the play. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Newton. And he's got more complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Let's go.
This is McCaffrey on the give. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
I know the game's not over, but there's got to be a sense of satisfaction right now for the guy carrying the football a bunch today. 99 yards, and he has enough time to go over the century mark.
Well, you got to give it to him again, right?
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. You're not worried about losing yardage here. You're not worried about any of that. You just want to get him to the promised land for every runner. 100 yards or more in a game.
2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this.
Come on, come on, come on.
This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And he's brought down, but not before reaching the 8-yard line. That goes for a gain of 31.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
Hey, 180.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because no one scored. This game's over.
And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. Well, they've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? On the ground, McCaffrey. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers add on to their lead.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
It's in the 4th quarter down in Miami, and it was the Jets that came away victorious there. A win would be just their 2nd of the year if they could hold on. So out come the Bucs now. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. A first down throw for Winston. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. In there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Now Jameis on 2nd down. And Jones has it over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Winston now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Winston. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And it's 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. One last shot now for Winston. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Are you one of those guys who's skeptical about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a big blob of green on the radar, I said, okay, let's trust.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad you took my advice. Got your notes laminated, because, you know, open-air booth, that rain can affect us as well, although not as much as the guys on the field. But let's face it, it's kind of fun to watch these types of games, isn't it?
It is. By the way, how impressive is it that you travel with a laminator? I didn't even know there was a portable laminator.
The things that you learn.
Golly, wise beyond his years. So for the Panthers, they'll finish the first half of the schedule dead even at 4-4. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for the Bucs, they fall 2 games under 500 now at 3-5. And they'll be back home next week for a date with the Washington Redskins. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm
go.